Hey guys, welcome back to another Ramen Toy video with me, Ace. And today, we're just going to be doing a short video to tell you how to take care when transforming your great white. Because these fins are very fragile and they will break if you do not handle them properly. So let's get straight into the video. So we have basically mentioned this in the instructions manual, but I think a visual video would make it much more clearer on how to take care of extending these fins. So the way to extend these fins is that you're going to have to pull them out, and that's not all, because you actually need to extend it before locking it in place. So again, let's try that on this side. What you want to do is you want to extend the fins, and just before you go and lock it, you have got to extend it out before you actually lock it in place. This is the proper way to extend the fins. Now, to retract it, it's simply just doing the process in reverse. Close this, and then it goes back this way. Again, close this, and then it goes back. So noted that these fins are pretty thin, and they are made of ABS, not PVC. If this is PVC, then there's no problems at all about breaking the tab here or breaking the part because it's so thin, right? But being PVC, then this thing might just warp and it wouldn't hold its shape. So we opted for ABS. So pros and cons: ABS comes with its own disadvantage, being that it's easily breakable since it's a thin walled piece of plastic. But it wouldn't actually break unless force is applied to it in the wrong manner. So I'm just gonna explain a little bit in case there is any calls that this might be a design flaw. So the fact is that the vehicle looks nice with the thin fins. If the fins were fat, then I think it wouldn't look so nice. Now, the only way that the ABS would not break so easily is that this part be much thicker. How much thicker? Well, thick enough when you bend it in any way, it wouldn't stress and flex and give way. Now, by doing that, even if this part is made thicker, right, this part right here, so even if we made this part thicker, it will still break the moment it converges to a thin part. It just doesn't break here, but it may break over here if we made this whole part thick. So it doesn't really make sense to thicken this part to protect this while weakening another part. So the other way is that we actually taper the design. So thin tapers out to thick, thin tapers out to thick. So sort of like a pyramid, like a isosceles triangle. But by doing that, then you wouldn't be able to fold the fins into this area, right? If this was thick, then you would maintain the position here, and then it's going to interfere with the turbines over here. So given the space constraint of the design, it is opted in the design that we made these as thin as possible in this manner, so that when it deploys, it needs to be further extended before it locks into place, which is probably the best look, right? If these two were to just come like that all the way out, then it will be very close together and the look would not be there. So we actually made it so that it extends out as best as we can to complete the look with the fins most extended, the maximum range. Okay, so now I'm going to explain how these parts would break. These parts would break if the fins are not extended. I say again, these parts will break if the fins are not extended. Let me show you. So if I take it out like that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and lock it. See, it breaks, right? Again over here. Now another chance it might break is that you do not extend it here, but rather you use the edge of the fin to try to pull it out. Okay? In this case it survives, but there's a chance that if this is a bit tighter, as you do this, right, you may flex it and break. Okay? But the most obvious culprit is that we forgot to extend the fins, and we simply do this and it breaks. Note the breakage, right? The shape of the breakage. It is obvious that this is broken in this manner. See, again, the breakage, the way it's shaped in the inverted V. Okay, so please take note that you will need to extend the fins before locking it in place. Alright guys, it's as simple as that, right? These fins are made the way they are. They are designed the way they are for its maximum effect, but they are fragile at the points where if you don't transform them in the correct manner, they will break, as evidently shown in my demonstration. So what you want to do is to remember to always, extend the fins, right? Extend the fins before actually putting them up this way. All right. Again, they close this way, they extend back this way. All right. And you want to extend them, and of course hold them at the base. Don't pry them from here, right? You can always see, you can already see is the weak point, right? So at the base, pull them out. At the base, pull them out, and then it goes in, no problem. All right. Okay, guys. If you have accidentally broken your fin, please email us at sales@ramentoy.com, and we will assist to replace these fins for you. But of course, you will need to have some tools on hand, like a pair of pliers, a screwdriver that properly fits the screw that is being used, all right? And then, of course, with some finesse and a lot of patience, you'll be able to jig the broken parts out and then reapply the replacement parts. That's it from me today. Thank you so much for your support on the Great White. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.